Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Well, what have we here?
It's a podcast.
Fine.
And what excitement we have today.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
You know, when I'm going over the show every day, this would fall into the category of one of my favorite types of shows. We've got a little serious, we've got a little fun, and we've got, right off the bat, a little stupid. As we come to you from Virginia and North Carolina and Florida.
Are you referring to yourself?
I love it. It's what I am. I'm serious-minded. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
And that's what
You're a goofball.
It's how people ask all the time, sports or politics? I said, we do a little of everything. Yeah. We have a little of everything, and that's just the way we roll on this show. And, 10 to 20 people over the years have found it endearing. And I think that makes me happy as a broadcaster.
Mike,
or
the journey was finding the 20 people. That's the journey.
Yeah, and we did that by going to a series of shopping malls.
Well, we've also been to occasional strip malls, vape shops.
On the shirt.
What are you doing?
Damn it,
You
I spilled
slob.
coffee on. Of all the substances I spill on me, coffee might be number one. Anyway,
Ketchup for me.
Over the last couple of weeks, we've had a couple of videos that jogged us into thinking this might be fun for the show.
Right.
And in the last week or so, it was determined that we should come in here and we should have two experiments, food experiments.
Yes.
In no particular order. I'll let you decide because you boys have the videos that precipitated this interest. There are two, one involving coconuts, the other involving marshmallow fluff. It was last week. I forgot. I've forgotten coconuts. And then last night, because Rob is a trooper, he sends me out the reminder email to get coconuts and to get the fixins for what is referred to as a nasty sex act, a fluffy Coke.
And I've watched that segment so many times with me mama, and what she says, Mike,
Is it me? Does she refer to herself as Mima?
it's actually in the text. It's me mama.
Me mama.
And me mama calls it a fluffy Coca-Cola.
Mima.
Did you have names for your grandmother that were like not grandma or grandmother?
Graham.
Mine were grandmama and me mom.
Nana was the name of my mother with my sister's kids. So she was referred to Nana by the time my kids came along. You know?
My kids called Carrie's mom, called her bitch on wheels, which I thought was nice.
Minimal effort on that. Minimal effort.
Really? Get to pick out the name, not you.
Oh, okay. Where
I had a better
with
joke.
it, Mike?
I had
Okay,
a
go
better
ahead.
joke.
Go
I had
ahead.
a better joke. I was going to say, so, my mother was named Nana, and they called me Uncle Asshole. But
You
anyway.
win. Very good, Mike.
So, because you have the video, Rob, which one, which medical experiment do you want to begin with today?
Well, going with Robert's Rules of Order, I will nominate one, and Josh can either second or deny it. I
Very
think
good.
we should lead with the coconut.
Okay, let me move all
And
my.
I will deny that.
Oh, we want to.
Because
Because you're
the
selfish.
other involves ice, which we all have sitting here melting.
Yes,
You're right,
yes.
you're right.
And I also have set up my camera shot for the fluffy Coke.
Was it hard getting all the jelly out of the jar, Mike, before the experiment? It looks like a very wide vessel. What do you do? You're just playing the video now. You see, goofball. This is you being silly. This is not you being serious.
I think it's the best he's had his camera set up.
It is excellent.
For any of these zoom in shots,
Yeah.
he's got that one perfect.
I'm not sure I would put marshmallows and Diet Coke on my laptop,
Yeah.
but the shot is great.
Well, I don't have any. I'm space limited here, but
I understand.
I also have. Let me
Yes?
get these out here. Hold on. Let me go back.
We go back to the wide shot. Oh, tongs.
Ice tongs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Are you going to be using cubes or crushed ice?
cubes. Would you like to play the video of Nina Mama?
Yeah, I will. No, Mom. It's Me Mama is her name.
Ever.
And also note how they say Coca-Cola.
Fluffy my Coke is. Look at there.
Can you pause it for just a second?
I can all day.
The granddaughter is a smoke show.
She's beautiful.
Which
Yeah.
makes the you don't need to punctuate it. It doesn't. Josh, are you starting to get a feel for it? It's been around for a long time. He'll do that, and all of a sudden he sounds like a guy that's got a white van waiting by the school.
No, I'll tell you about this. You know what? I'd say that I'd say that Me Mama is a smoke show, but I would say the granddaughter is a knockout.
No, but I believe that in her day, the Meemaw was probably stunning as well.
Voted most likely to succeed by the troops down the nearby military state.
Play the video. God.
Let's go to the video.
Look how fluffy my Coke is. Look
Baby.
at that. We're going to make a fluffy Coca-Cola.
You're going to start with your cup and your marshmallow fluff and spread it all in your cup.
I love marshmallow fluff. Ooh, I could eat a big old spoonful of this.
Okay, that's a little nasty.
Now you put the good ice in here.
The good ice.
Love her accent.
That's good.
We've got our marshmallow fluff and our ice. Time to add our Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Mama doesn't want to pop
Coca-Cola.
mess up her nail.
She's
I
cute
always
too.
break a nail if I do that.
Into our
Great
marshmallow
teeth.
fluff.
I'm sure you're looking
Pop
at
in
the
our
teeth.
straws.
No, I am.
Give
Damn
it
it,
a taste.
perv.
Give it a little stir. And cheers.
And cheers.
I'm going to scrape the marshmallow off in my straw.
She's just
How you like
adorable.
it? You like it scraped off? I'm going to scrape some off the side of mine.
Man, there we go.
Oh, yeah, you have to
Aren't
put
they
your
adorable?
marshmallow in
You got to
it.
scrape it in your straw.
Look at those two.
And it gets kind of creamy.
I bet this
when
has a
you
ton
rate
of views,
our
doesn't it?
fluffy soda.
Oh, I like it.
I give it a 10.
Mike, it's got
give
4
it a
views and they're all on this
10.
show. All right, goodbye, ladies.
I can
There-
drink like
all right,
4
what
of
order
these.
are we doing it in? Do they
do-
put the ice in first?
No, first you do the marshmallow smearage.
You sure about that? Go back to
Guaranteed.
the beginning of
Yeah,
the video. I
that
want
is
to make sure
correct.
we really.
No, Mike wants to see the video again. Don't you know that, Josh?
Fluffy my Coke is. Look at there.
All right,
We're
all right.
going to make a fluffy Coca-Cola.
And I have to say,
You're
Josh
gonna
has
start
the
with your
correct
cup and your
fluff.
marshmallow fluff and spread it all in your cup.
Okay,
Okay.
that's it. We got it.
All right.
Okay.
And
All
now
right,
they're off to
so-
Fort Bragg to entertain the troops.
All right, so
Mike, I also have fluff.
let me go to camera 2.
Oh, that's a much more reasonable.
Oh, you got a
container.
big one.
This container's giant. It's all they had.
I
at the
have
roast heater.
jet puffed marshmallow cream.
That's also great for making fudge, Mike. If you want to make craft fantasy fudge, that's your go-to
Yeah,
right
you
there.
can make your own fantasy fudge. All right.
Yeah, if I were to make you fudge, you would say, God, I wish I had more of this
I don't
fudge."
like fudge. I'm not a fudge person. So,
I am a fudge person.
so do you just?
I guess you just sort of coat the walls
All right.
like that. See?
I'm gonna put a lot of it in there.
Yeah, how many? Are you going to use like half a jar?
No, I'm gonna put it enough to coat the walls.
Well,
of it.
you know, that could be quite a bit. You never know.
It's really spreading quite nicely, and it's probably because mine is. How is your regular marshmallow fluff doing, fellas?
Great.
It's going.
Okay, it's going.
Going. I noticed they used a spatula in the video.
Yeah, I
This
use
is
a little
fine.
spatula,
I
too.
have my heart-shaped spoon. Look,
It's my favorite Nirvana song.
my heart-shaped spoon is. I'm gonna give one more decent helping of the fluff.
You know, I normally hate everything that Pampered Chef makes, but this is a great little spatula right here. Tiny. And I did use about half a jar.
A half of that
You
large
used half a jar.
No, half of a small guy. So this
Show
is
your
a,
jar, and if you used half of that, that's a lot of fluff.
Well, we're in this to make friends, Mike. This is 7.5 ounces by weight. So I used about 3.2 ounces of fluff.
You said 7.5 ounces?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine says 7 ounces, and mine's a lot smaller. I wonder why that is.
No, I don't think.
mine-
I think that mine's taller than yours.
And mine is 40 ounces.
That's a lot of fluff.
Now, do you put ice cubes in it?
Yeah, the good ice, as Grandma says. Me, mama. And I'm using crushed ice.
I'm not. I'm using ice cubes.
Yeah, I've got cubes.
And by the way, I will be using Diet Coke, not regular Coke. Josh, are you using regular Coke or Diet?
I've got regular Coke, but I also grabbed a bottle of root beer because I thought that sounded good.
Do you all have straws?
I'm
Yes.
saving my straw for the coconut experiment.
Oh, okay, very good. Because the lady that you like so bad, she was using the straw to scrape the side of her Coke.
Yeah, I should have brought 2 straws. Oh man, I keep dropping my ice.
This is definitely a episode to check out the video.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
absolutely.
well, I
Forward
mean,
with our
I think
recipes.
everybody ought to watch the video every day. Damn it! Come on.
Mike, this is the last straw.
Do you think? No, I'm not laughing at that.
Don't laugh at it. It's horrible.
you
Don't
think,
encourage me.
About half full with ice? Will that
I
do
went
it?
all the way to the top.
Yeah, I went all the way.
Well, because also I'm crushed, so mine will, pare down a little bit.
I'm crushed every day on this show.
I love crushed ice
my
because
soul
of the,
is crushed.
It makes the beverage cooler because of the exposed surface area.
Something. There's a gribbly on my ice cube.
Let's see if they had Gribblies on the original video.
You know what that was? I know exactly what that was.
Ooh, I could eat a big old spoonful of this.
This is the part I don't like when she goes.
What was your Gribbly, Mike?
The
Mike, you
gribbly
don't
was a
wanna take
coffee ground.
You don't
Oh,
want to
okay.
take a big old spoonful?
From the what's that?
You don't
Yeah,
want
you-
to take a big old spoonful?
I can
Like
do
Grandma,
that if
like
you
Mima
want.
does.
Camera 2, please. Thank you.
Would you like to see her for inspiration, Mike?
Nope. I don't need
Okay.
to see her.
Oh, that's a lot.
Do you know that Marshmallow Fluff is the natural enemy of anyone with
Rob,
a beard?
ready?
Yes, I am.
Why don't you say we'd like to welcome Mike and his new Da Vinci. Hold on. Da Vinci veneer.
I know where you're going with this. Thank you for turning into Discovery TV, and now a debut, Mike O'Mara with his brand new Da Vinci veneers. Do you feel like a new man?
I really do. Oh my God! All right, I'm pouring the
All right.
Coke in.
Oh, we got to pop
Right.
our Cokes open now.
And be careful of that laptop.
Yeah. Are we
I
all
will.
using canned versions of beverages? No bottles,
No,
right?
bottles.
Oh, a bottle for Josh. Okay.
Does it bubble over? All right, I'm going to pour it in slowly. And this takes a while because you got to let it froth down a little.
Uh-oh, there's marshmallow fluff on my microphone screen. Yeah.
Oh boy, is yours fluff? Is yours bubbling up a lot?
A lot. Yeah. It's the extra sugar, I think.
But see, I think with the Diet Coke, it's just going to add sweetness to the Diet Coke, which is going to make Diet Coke.
Diet Coke is the favorite beverage of our ex-president. Did you know that? Donald J. Trump loves a Diet Coke. But I doubt he does it with fluff.
Yeah, he does it with Big Macs.
Okay.
Is your regular Coke taking a while to calm down?
A little bit. It's definitely more
It's-
more of a head than normal.
Yeah, it's more like a float look.
You can see mine. You see, it's taking a while to calm down.
Yeah. Well, they say that Diet Coke is the one of the most effervescent beverages there is. That's why they hate it when
who's
you.
they? Who's they?
Mike, they are the people that wrote the article I read that flight attendants hate when people order Diet Coke because it takes so long for the bubbles to go down. It takes longer to serve it.
And they have to. Well, it wouldn't matter if they gave them the can instead
That's
of putting
true.
it in that little plastic cup.
Well,
That's very true.
Cheapo.
and they explode easier.
Oh, yeah, we had that, Mike, while you were off. There have been 20 injuries. Was it on Southwest, Josh?
Yes, Southwest 20.
20
'cause
flight
they do not-
attendants have been injured by exploding soda cans because they don't refrigerate them.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. This is. I feel like I've got a fair amount of beverage in
Okay,
here.
I'm putting my straw in.
All right. I'm going to use the straw for both. So I
Good,
will use this
good.
for. All right. So. Do you do a little stir?
They did not stir. They did scrape the side, though.
All right, I'm going
Okay,
to
Mike is
do a little sip.
Okay, Mike is taking his sip. It's a fluffy Coke.
I'm getting a lot of Diet Coke and not a lot of fluff.
Okay, I'm going to try this as a standard can of Coke with the fluff.
Now you'll find. Have you found that the ice and the beverage, the ice cold beverage, has kind of hardened the fluff? It did
Yeah,
with me.
it has. It's sort of coagulated against the side of the. I'm going to do another sip after a scrape of the side because I think that's what they did in the video.
I am once again. This is how I would describe it.
Oh,
I'm getting a lot of Coke flavor and not as much fluff flavor.
Yeah, I'm not getting any fluff flavor.
I'm getting
Yeah,
the
I'm
fluff.
not-
The fluff flavor is there. And if
I'm
you
not getting
scrape,
it.
you get a lot of it.
Okay, I got to scrape.
All right, I'll scrape.
Scrape, Mike. As you always do.
Well, you scrape by running down the side, so then you get some fluff inside the straw.
Yeah. But
All
see,
I got was a hard fluff pellet.
I did, and I think I would back Rob up on that, where it's not overwhelmingly. See, there it is on the end of it, which appears to be some sort of drain clog.
I think that we've been. You know what? Let's go.
And now those Southern ladies are full of crap.
I think this works. I think maybe it's the type of fluff.
Well, I've got the same fluff as you.
Rob has the same fluff. I have the jet puffed.
And it's like coagulating because of the cold, and so it's not fluffy.
I think it needs to linger. I might be getting a little bit more, but not an overwhelming sense.
Now I scrape too much. My straw is clogged.
Well, you got to suck it out.
Yeah.
I think it tastes pretty similar to a Coke float.
No, I'm getting two separate flavors.
I'm getting that fluff into the.
It's not unpleasant.
soda.
I'm going to give you that. It's
that's
not
true.
unpleasant, but it's not as much of a vanilla flavor as I was looking forward to.
The problem I have is that when I scrape to get some of the fluff up the straw and suck it through, it's coagulated, so I taste Coke, and then the Coke goes away, and then I taste the fluff. They're not intermingled.
I think
give this
it would
a
be
thumbs
better
down.
if it was less ice.
Maybe it's because you didn't use the good ice. That's what the Meemaw said. Meemaw.
That could be the case because my cubes are in the way.
Crushed ice isn't making it any better, Mike. Let's
Well,
go to
the ice has caused the the fluff to harden.
Yeah, and if this lasts for more than 4 hours, you
See a
better
physician.
consult somebody. Yeah, Mike, I want you to let's look at this for a second.
Peepo or whatever the hell her name is.
They have a picture of her at Fort Bragg. I'm you know what? I'm really disappointed in this.
I'm
very
getting,
disappointed.
You give it more time,
All right.
and you'll find that I think as the time moves on, it will incorporate more, and you do more scraping.
Scraper.
I'm going down to the bottom here.
I've got another glass here. I think I'm going to make one without ice.
And let us know
Okay.
how that works out.
And is your Coke chilled though?
Yes.
Okay, that makes difference.
Oh, I've
yeah.
got a major chunk here. That's what I said yesterday.
Well, Mike, you're eating it now. That's not fair. You're not supposed to eat it.
But it came from the glass, so.
Yeah, but you're doing like a Slurpee thing, like with a spoon straw. You're supposed to suck it up.
This it is incorporating. Rob, do you find it incorporating a little bit more as time
A little
goes
bit,
by?
I guess. Imagine
And this is just a big chunk that came up from the bottom. And I'm cool with that.
that you can eat.
I've never had this fluff before.
Really?
It doesn't taste bad.
Oh, fluff is great. Fluff is good.
You've
yeah.
never had marshmallow fluff?
No.
You never
know,
had a
had-
fluffernutter growing up?
I believe
No.
a fluffernutter is actually, you'll find the recipe on your jar.
I've
That
had,
might
like,
very well have been my mom's era.
Really? You see, Mike, you can actually see the recipe for fluffernutter on my jar.
All these products came up during the 60s,
Yep.
right, Rob?
Yeah. They were usually marketed, and then they would advertise recipes in like our craft recipes that we do every Christmas
Right.
in magazines, and then you'd go out and buy it. For example, did you know a Tres Leches cake was not from Mexico or Spain? It's from
Tres.
Kraft. What did I say?
Tres leches.
What did I say?
Trays.
Well, I took French. But Tres Leches was an American invention to sell more canned milk. That's what they did. So
Really?
I imagine that marshmallow fluff was not invented as a staple like that you would just eat out of the jar.
Was it to sell condensed milk?
Condensed milk and all the canned milks? Because
It
there's
isn't condensed milk like one of the highest density calorie things you can eat?
Yes, yeah. And then there's also evaporated milk, but it's not totally evaporated. And I think then you
I give this about a 5. I don't think
I
it's
don't
that
even give
big
it
a deal.
that. Because you know what? Think of the trouble that went into this to
Yeah,
make
it's not
it.
worth the trouble.
It's not worth the
Is
hassle.
this
It
about
just doesn't.
how much you guys put on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks about right.
All right. I'm having a little bit of the fluff. It's all right.
I'd rather have, you know what? I'd rather just have a vanilla Coke. With some
I'd rather
syrup
have
in it.
a Coke float with vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a vodka and lemonade. But this is not an option. Oh,
have to get
speaking
my
of which,
spoon.
Mike, the cocktail show, our cocktail party show is this Saturday, the 27th
Uh-huh.
at 7 p.m. Eastern. And since I don't drink, I've decided what I'm going to do is since I can't have alcoholic drinks, I'm going to go to the store and buy unusual soft drinks. I've already bought myself a bottle of Tink.
You know what? That's somebody who's dealing with their situation and making it something fun. Now you've added an element to the cocktail show, which is going to be super fun, and I think
Always
that's
is.
fantastic. Did you say Ting?
Tink, I think it is. Or Ting
I
or
think
Tink.
it's Ting because when I was in the Caribbean one time, I had a Ting Zing. And the Ting Zing was St. Kitts rum with Ting soda, and it was one of the best beverages I ever had.
Ting comes in a little bottle, so I'm going to go. We haven't
dissing on this.
You're coming back
This
for more.
fluffy coat. I'm going more because it's the marshmallow fluff flavor.
Without the ice, there's even more foam.
Really?
Yeah.
And
without
what
the
about
ice-
flavor?
I haven't gotten to it yet because it's full foam now. I'm
Okay.
having to slowly.
All right, yeah, I give it a.
I also don't I don't like the look of it. Look, it's kind of bad looking.
And it looks like it's going to be a pain in the ass to get clean too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, Mike, I go if you.
But
give
I
it a
still keep
4,
going back to it. Do you notice that? I still keep going back to it.
That's the Coke. I mean, Coca-Cola is the greatest beverage on earth, or for you, Diet Coke, I suppose.
Oh, there's
So
no Coke left in his cup.
That's right.
That glass is all fluff.
Are you okay, Fluff? Fluff O'Mara.
All right. All right. Now the second experiment was this.
Although
mallet head.
I don't say that drink is a success, but I say the experiment was a success. I think we got to the bottom.
I mean,
of
it was worthy of doing, and now it's something I probably wouldn't do again. I wouldn't do
Yeah.
it with my kid. You know, we've done these things before where it's like the show's over, and later that afternoon you're doing something with your family because it was so much fun. It was
Right.
successful. I would say if you do this, you got a 50% chance of being disappointed. I know that's not an over the top pan.
Yeah.
Or rave, but I have to say it's a big bowl of okay. Would that be accurate?
Precisely. Yeah. Not worth the effort. There are
right.
better ways to get the sensation.
Now the second
No change without ice.
no change without ice, so it's the same meh.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
And so
I'll
this,
probably do it with my family today because I have a 40-ounce thing of fluff I have to use.
you know,
or
if
make
you want to do
fluffernutters
something,
for lunch. You know, you could do that. Sorry, Mike.
you. All right. He likes to get to that first. The simple thing. I get it, but that's okay. I'm not going to get upset. I wanted to get to play the coconut video of the guy with the coconuts on the airplane. Please.
All right. This is the guy from Food and Wine.
Didn't know about this amazing hack.
There he is.
You can bring
This
coconuts
guy.
on the airplane, so I don't like to drink
Pause
water
it
in
just for a
airports.
second.
You know, people like this, Mike, why do their teeth always look like that?
But I mean, it's just he's just a nad.
He is a nad. Yeah.
He's just look at him. He's just a nad, perfectly, in his too tight black T-shirt with his overdeveloped biceps. Yes, maybe there's a little jealousy there, but he's just a nad. But he influenced us. So go ahead.
Do
play
you
the rest
think
of
he
it.
would ever have a fluffy Coca-Cola?
No,
I don't
either.
think he truly does this. I think
Yeah,
he
this is
just wanted
probably
to make a video.
BS. Right. Okay.
It
Because we
might
never
be-
see
it
him
might-
do it. All right,
It might
go ahead.
even be possible. But what type of influencer doesn't then videotape himself on the plane
Doing it.
drinking it?
Right.
Yeah,
He
that's
wants
true.
people to do it. And doesn't he look like the kind of guy that would get people to do it and it's a big thing? Right?
It looks like a
And
guy
then
that
he
would
doesn't
do it. He would
It-
do it, and he would poison their coconuts, and then they die.
I
And
don't
then
know. I
he
think
likes
it looks
that.
like a guy whose daughter is making him do this.
Or his Meemaw. All right.
You know what he eats, Mike, is coconuts.
Play the
You
video.
guys didn't know about this amazing hack. You can bring coconuts on the airplane, so I don't like to drink water in airports. Can't get water through security, but you can bring coconut water on the airplane in a coconut. Coconut water is a great source of magnesium, manganese, all kinds of good stuff. So I have about 10 coconuts in there that I'm gonna have to drink on this plane. And I've got meat. So I got some burgers, heart burgers, regular burgers that I'm bringing on the plane.
What is a heart burger? We never got to that last
Probably a fake meat.
time. Do you don't think it's a burger made out of the heart of a human unbeliever?
He's Draco. He is Nosferatu. By the way,
we did the
Nosferatu
research.
looks really good.
It does.
My opinion.
It
really does.
We did the research, and this guy he extracts the goo, the coconut water, using a corkscrew because a corkscrew is allowed through TSA. So Mike has. Oh, that's good. Is that a one that you bought or one that you stole? That's a good waiter's corkscrew.
I didn't steal it.
Oh, mine stole.
I got it from the grocery store.
Okay.
All right.
A heart burger
Yeah.
is made with the cardiac muscle trimmed from a beef's heart ventricle wall.
Oh, so it's made out of cow heart.
It's exactly what it says.
God,
it is.
Rob, it was right. You were right when you said that.
Ugh.
So the first thing I did, I acquired this coconut from the local Publix grocery store.
It has a sticker. What's your brand?
It is not a brand sticker, but it says Dominican Republic, and then it says coconut. Do not drink directly from the nut. So I would assume.
How many times have you said that?
See, it says that here. Let me see if I can, if you can see the writing that we have.
Yeah.
See, that's it. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right in the side here, right behind the green part, and then
Right.
I'm going to drill into the coconut, and then I will try to take what is a hard plastic straw. Come on, Mike, get the camera right. A hard plastic straw and jam it into the coconut.
You know
all
what?
right?
That's not going to
So-
give you a very big hole. Do you have a cocktail stirrer? That would be a smaller straw that might work better.
Not available right now, but I'm
Okay. Are you going into the eye of the coconut? Because they have like those 3 dots. You know what I mean?
What's
There's
the
no-
eye?
Well, normally there's like 3 dots on the coconut, aren't there?
What do you mean 3 dots?
No, it mentioned that in the article as well, and I didn't know what it was talking about. I don't
There's
know
normally
about
like
dots on the coconut. Or
three
There's
not.
the
dots on
bottom of it right here that's got 3 little places. Is that what
go
you're
through,
talking about?
Yeah, go through one of them.
Okay. I'll put it in there.
Remember, lefty loosey and righty tighty.
It seems
Mike
to be
is
going in here a little
drilling
easier
into
than
the
it was
coconut.
before. All right, there we go.
This
All
is
right.
the stupidest show.
All right.
Corkscrew in, and now, Mike, you have a handle for your coconut.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I'm in.
All right.
I'm just going to try to move it around. I hope
Right,
it's
you gotta get
liquid.
it big enough.
I hope it was long enough. I don't think it might have been long enough, but I don't know.
Did you shake it to hear fluid in it?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. I hope you didn't get a dry hole.
All right. I'm just unscrewing this right here.
Uh-huh.
This is going to be difficult to get the. No, it's not going to work.
Okay, how about
God
this?
Damn it.
You gotta go get the drill out of the garage.
You're not doing yours. You are not doing yours.
I'm not going to do mine.
This is my
And would
bit.
you settle the hell down?
I
God.
mean, you know, just you're wound up today. All right, hold
I'm
on.
wound up every day because I love this show.
They mentioned in the chat you don't drink directly from the coconut because you need to fully dump out the coconut water in order to tell if it's been spoiled.
Oh.
God.
So if you do that, Mike, what you want to do, you're going to have to drill another hole on the other side because otherwise a vacuum will hold it in. So you drill another hole like on the side, and then
No.
it'll allow the fluid
No,
to come
the
out.
whole,
gonna do
the whole
that. I
point
don't
is
have
to
to do
drink it
that.
on an airplane. You need to stick the straw right in there.
But what about the spoilage? Spoilage.
Well, I'm gonna take a whiff.
Okay, well, I do think that you're going to have a
Yeah,
hard
you can-
time getting it out of there because it's an airtight vessel. There's going to be a vacuum. You need 2 holes.
So, just shut up.
Like when you open a can of evaporated milk, Mike, don't you put a little tiny hole on the other side?
That's a
so it pours?
vacuum-packed product.
So is
This
that.
is a nature. No, it's not.
No.
It's airtight, otherwise all the juice would come
I'll
out.
give you
It's not.
airtight.
It's not going to be airtight around the hole.
Oh, by the way, so I see where it's broken a hole through. So
Oh,
that's
good.
cool. And I'm
Good.
kind of twisting this around to enlarge the hole. My problem is I have a hard plastic straw, so
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get this.
Yeah, I
let's see
believe
if
that
I'm
guy
able-
said he uses a metal straw.
Oh, okay. So he uses a hard straw too. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to really open up the hole.
A metal
That's
reusable straw is a real douche
Rob,
way
and
to
if it's
drink.
if you're worried about the vacuum thing, it's not going to be affected when I put the straw into the coconut water.
Well, if it's an airtight seal, it will. The straw will collapse
Why are
before
you?
the
I
juice
mean,
will.
The hole's going to be a little bit bigger than the straw, so
Then
there'll
you're
be
okay.
air gap around it.
Right, okay. But if it's real tight, look out. It could explode.
This is nasty. This is really
Mike,
nasty.
in your
I
life,
wanna-
how many coconuts have you eaten in your life?
None.
Me
I mean, I've
neither.
eaten coconut cake. I've eaten
That's the same thing.
I've eaten every flavor. Of
Don't you
cake.
take a coconut cake onto every airplane with you?
Every coconut. All right. This
Do you
is
have a
really-
metal straw so I can eat this
I
coconut?
just want to make the opening big enough to fit me. All right, if you know what I mean. And by the way, this is the same straw. Ah, I got it.
Look, that's great.
Now I'm not going to be able
All
to
right.
do the there.
Now-
See, there it is.
God, you know, that really
you
looks
fit
like
some
you're on
fluff in there?
Gilligan's Island. It really does.
I'm going to take a chance that it's not spoiled,
Attaboy.
and I will suck
you
out.
Can we go
the
back to
camera?
your full shot?
Yes, you may. Yes, thank
you.
you for directing me. Thank you. All right, here we go. All right, I'm a little nervous.
Don't.
There's no.
Is it not
What?
coming?
There's
Do you have
no-
a vacuum seal?
Hold on. I don't hear anything in here.
Like no water at all? You should be able to shake it and hear it. Some goo.
No, I don't hear anything.
You bought you know what? You bought a bad coconut.
Let me pour the coconut milk into my coffee.
Excellent.
All right, let me see.
I'd be very disappointed if I did all that work on an airplane and there was no water
There's
in there.
no fluid. Oh,
Oh, look at that.
That's all drop.
yeah, but I mean, wait a
Mike, you got to shake it, baby. Shake it one time.
It seems like it plugged. It seems like it's got a butt plug in here.
That's what it seems like.
Thought you had one of your bitches in here.
Pardon me.
No, that was just a chunk of coke. There is no liquid in here. There is no effing liquid in the coconut.
You bought a bad coconut.
What do you mean a bad coconut?
It doesn't have
there,
juice in
Isn't
it.
there coconut water in every coconut?
Until it goes away, or unless it's some sort of everything is sticky at my
You
house.
don't know. And you are so busy talking that you're not thinking, and
Mike,
you don't know
listen to me.
anything about coconuts. Listen to me. I listen to
me.
you every day.
I bought a
including days where I
coconut-
want to stab you with a corkscrew.
Corkscrew. Yesterday, I bought a coconut, and when I bought it, I put it to mine ear to
All right,
hear
go
fluid
ahead.
inside.
Get your coke. Rob has a coconut.
I don't want to
You-
do it. I'm just telling you. If
You're
you
going to do it now because I failed. You have to do it. You're the backup coconut.
By the way, here are the eyes. You see the eyes?
Rob's got a bigger coconut than I do.
Mine is a Groovy brand coconut. Is the brand.
This is a Dominican
Does it-
coconut without any, and
And-
it's filthy.
But didn't your coconut have a sticker on it saying not to drink directly?
Yeah.
it says,
there should have been a
do
liquid
not
in there.
drink directly from the nut.
I can definitely
I don't know
hear
what that
fluid in
means.
mine.
What?
I can hear fluid in mine
All right.
when I shake it. If you were to
Really
shake yours
disappointed.
now, even though it's got a hole in it, do you hear fluid?
Nothing. There's nothing in there.
Okay.
I'm throwing it in the trash.
Fill it with fluff.
I have my sip of my coffee.
Okay. I think I got the corkscrew in. Hold on.
Can you show it? Can you hold it up and show it?
Actually, you know what? Pad for one moment. Pad for 1 second, okay? I'll be right
Fine.
back. I've got the solution here, but it needs just a moment, okay?
All right. I can pad. Josh, I'm going to kill him today. He's driving me
I
out of my
assume he's
mind.
getting an electronic corkscrew.
He is?
That's my assumption.
An electronic
'Cause
corkscrew?
Because I don't think he'd have a drill. To get a nice hole, a electric
Fluffy.
drill would be appropriate.
This is really good. So I think would you think that maybe the coconut I got is deliquified, perhaps?
No, because it has a sticker on it warning you not to drink from it.
I have another one, but we'll see. I have no idea what to do. That's why I hope Rob's is more successful. What are you doing?
I'm going to show you in a second. My screen went to
Oh.
lock.
Yeah,
God.
you're frozen.
Hold on,
Worst
give me-
internet in the United States.
No, it
in
has
Leesburg,
nothing to do with
Virginia.
my internet, Mike. It has to do with the fact that I hit a button. I didn't mean to hit a button. Okay. Mike, this will save us. Right here.
Your drill's not even a battery drill?
No, it's an electric drill. Have you heard of electricity?
Yeah, I just haven't
Edison
seen one with
invented it.
I haven't seen one with a cord in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, get around. Treat yourself, okay?
do you have a cordless, Rob?
No, I don't.
You got to get yourself a cordless. Make your
Hey,
life a
you know
lot
what?
easier.
I'm the only one with a drill right now, so how bad is that?
I
What's
could
the
get
last-
a drill in
What's the
10
last project
seconds.
you did with that drill?
What's that?
What's the last project you did with the drill?
I put down mulch.
All right. Is it drilling a big enough hole?
I believe so.
Super sanitary too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, if you ask Josh, I never use my drills, so it's got to be clean.
God, you're combative today.
You're the one that coming at me for having a tool handy.
I didn't say anything about
Yes,
a
you
tool
did.
handy.
You
What
did.
did I say?
You said an electric drill.
Well, with that
No,
cord,
I said I didn't say that. Josh said that. Why are you yelling at me?
You can't plug that in an airplane.
I'm not bringing it on an airplane.
Well, the whole idea was to do a hand, but due to weak arm strength, he pivoted to the power drill.
Are you quite done with your dry coconut?
Why did you not use a hand corkscrew?
I wanted to expedite this, and also why?
Were you having trouble?
Look at that!
Oh, there it is.
I'm sorry,
There it
Mike.
is.
Don't you have anything to say snarky about success?
Well, that's not the experiment, but there is liquid in there.
All right.
Okay, and that's the now. How are you supposed to? Would it give off an off-putting odor if it was not decent?
It doesn't smell bad.
Okay, give it a shot. Give it a try. That's 2 failed experiments.
It
today
tastes
that
like
we've had.
sour coconut.
Then maybe
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's spoiled. I just think it's bad.
That's lovely.
F me.
Lovely. Oh my God. I don't know. I think it's an awful lot of work to do. Bring a. There it is.
That got some of the coconut off the bit.
I know what I can get you for for Christmas.
What's
get
that?
I'll get you a cordless drill. I think you would love a cordless drill. Every house should have a cordless drill. I have the.
I know what
corded
I can
and-
get Josh for Christmas is a
What's
muzzle.
that? All right, we have to take a break.
Must we?
That was. 2
I'm never drinking a
experiments in one.
coconut again.
I'll never bother with it. That's for sure. I don't want to. I don't
And
want
is
to have anything
everything
to do with it.
sticky at your desk? Things are
Yes,
sticky
the
at my
marshmallow
desk.
fluff is the stickiest substance known to mankind.
I
All
said boo.
Welcome to Food Science Theater. We'll do it again in the next decade. I promise you. And I'm looking over at a glass with marshmallow fluff that looks nasty. Pure nasty, Southern ladies. We'll be right back. My laundry detergent. I'm going to need it today.
You are. We
Between
all are.
Coffee and fluff and coconut dandruff all over my body. My laundry detergent used to come in a big stupid jug, and the smell was kind of meh. There it is.
It's
I
still
don't want to say
dripping.
what that looks like.
I know.
I've seen film. It's kind of meh. That's why I switched to laundry sauce. Laundry Sauce has partnered with one of the top fragrance houses in the world, and it smells amazing. My favorite scent, the one I use, definitely Siberian pine. They've stripped away all the unnecessary ingredients, and they maximized hardworking stain fighters to ensure your favorite clothes come out looking brand new. And it's not just pods. Laundry Sauce makes scent boosters, dryer sheets, dryer balls, fabric softeners, and even candles. I haven't gotten the scent boosters yet, but I want to do that because I love the smell. If you aren't happy, send back your laundry sauce for a refund. No questions asked. Come smell me in Las Vegas. Elevate your laundry with Laundry Sauce. Now is the time to check it out. Head to laundrysauce.com/TMOS and use promo code TMOS at checkout for 15% off. That's the best offer you'll find, but you must use our code TMOS for 15% off your order. One last time, laundrysauce.com/TMOS, promo code TMOS for 15% off. Enjoy, everybody. We start today with Celine Dion, who I thought was kind of going to leave the spotlight
Yeah, I
because
thought she had retired.
health
Right.
issues. Apparently, she will perform Friday during the Olympics opening ceremony. And I didn't know they did this. I thought it was a volunteer gig. She is being paid $2 million for one song. Nice work. If you can get it.
And the song, Mike, is, well, they're getting a good deal. It's a long song. She's singing American Pie.
They're also footing the bill for travel and accommodations for Celine and her family. A source says, quote, they're paying a ton of money, a ridiculous amount of money. This will be Celine's first performance since she stepped away all the way back in 2022 after being diagnosed with stiff person syndrome. I think that's a neurological issue, but I'm not 100% sure. Speaking of celebrities at the Olympics, Snoop Dogg, is heading to Paris to carry the Olympic torch.
Wow. Wonder if he'll do anything with that flame.
He'll be the second to last torchbearer, but there's no word who he'll hand it off to.
I heard a rumor about who the person he's going to hand it off to, who it is. It's not substantiated.
Fluffy my Coke is. Look at that. We
Her?
don't make a
Yes,
fluff.
me mama.
Yeah, big BS, fluffy Coke, my ass, my Irish ass.
That fire's going down fast.
In Michigan, Tiger Woods watched his son Charlie shoot a 10 over 80 on Tuesday and missed the cut at 22 over through 2 rounds at the U.S. Junior Amateur. The 15-year-old Woods, who earned a spot in the 264-player field, hey, that's no slouch effort either for a kid who's a sophomore. He's 15, and he got in, but he finished, unfortunately, near the bottom of the pack. He's normal, just because
Nepo
he's Tiger
golfer.
Woods' kid. The top 64 players will advance to match play. My son is rekindled his interest in golf, and he and I will be looking in on this because I believe it's televised. That will begin today. The match play, the 36-hole championship match is Saturday, so I guess they're playing 2 18-hole rounds, and that's at Oakland Hills, a prestigious golf club in Michigan. So, people, the scrutiny on Charlie Woods is because of his dad, and
Sure.
That's that. So, kind of a sad couple of weeks between the British Open not making the cut for Tiger and his son missing the cut for the U.S. Junior Amateur. But there's so many amazing golfers that are kids in the country right now.
The Oakland Hills, that's not in Oakland, California?
No, it is not. But thank you, thank you for
amazing.
bringing that up.
Yeah.
That's,
Oakland known for all of its rolling green hills.
Oakland known for losing every one of its sports teams. Elon Musk, if you didn't know already, is an a-hole. He says his transgender daughter is dead in his eyes. I mean, they make movies out of how horrible having an attitude like this is. He said he feels that she was brainwashed by the woke mind virus. Man, there's so many guys Elon's age that are like this. And
He's
we
got it
a
all
problem.
figured out, doesn't he?
Got the cure, though, I think, hopefully. Feeling good about life lately. The Tesla chief did an interview with Jordan Peterson on Daily Wire, where he made the alarming comment saying his 22-year-old daughter, Vivian, was killed by what he considers left-wing propaganda as it pertains to LGBTQ plus matters.
Now, here's a question I have, Mike, for you. Does he really believe this, or is he saying it to further some sort of agenda, or is he just being outrageous? Because I can't imagine someone who has enough baseline intelligence as he does to do all the things he's done to have such an outlandish belief and really mean it. Do you think he really
One
thinks
of my
it?
best friends has a transgender kid,
Mm-hmm.
and the level of support and love that comes out of that house for that grown up now is stunning. I think this falls right into the category of send your kids to anti-gay camp. Right, where these religious organizations try to break you.
Cure that.
Elon referred to his kid by her birth name, which he rightly pointed out was her dead name. Jesus.
Well, that's the term. That's the term. He's not adding that dead name.
Yeah, but he said that.
And I know
yeah.
that's got to be hard for him, you would think, as a dad. Like, we would think about, he wants to support us, but he also has all these memories of his daughter as a daughter. And
but you got to put that away.
But
you do.
But then it's all in how that relationship is with his child and how those memories before are handled on both sides.
Yeah, but I don't think that when you're talking about judging what's in someone's mind, and the person that is dealing with this, who is 20 now, and I understand that at a certain age, this is a controversial topic. I get it.
Right.
But to come out and label this as a woke mind virus and to label this as dead in his eyes is hateful. And if you love your child, you work around this.
Yeah.
Regardless of the issues, in my opinion.
Totally. I'm just trying to not defend him, but maybe they're trying to make a bigger deal out of a story where it's really a dad struggling to figure out the relationship.
Yeah, but
But why
I've
would he
seen
come
both
out
sides.
and why would he come out and say it? That's the thing.
Well, that's where yeah.
It's hateful. I mean,
it is.
And look, I understand that when you talk about a certain age, that it's completely overblown with the attitude that people have that this is some sort of left-wing conspiracy where people are trying to poison the minds of children. It's not. That's just like saying that's just like the bathroom issue here. What it is bigotry. It comes right down to just judging somebody when you don't have, you're not armed with all of it, and saying that your child, in any circumstance, saying your child is dead to you is cruel and inhuman treatment of your child.
Agreed.
That's how I look at
Yeah,
it. Every
totally.
circumstance is different. Let me give you some more context on this. Elon Musk provided over how he says this change for her unfolded. He said she decided to transition during the pandemic, and he even claimed he was tricked into signing medical paperwork to sign off on whatever treatments she received. You have to take it on a case-by-case basis, but you don't come out and say your kid's dead to you. You don't.
Yeah.
I don't care what the circumstances are. Love makes the world go round. I don't know. It's difficult, and I don't believe in the idea of saying she was brainwashed. I think that what you do is you take it on a case-by-case basis, and you love your child, and this falls into something that I think more in terms of when someone comes out as gay, and you think into, well, they just wanted attention, or they were brainwashed, or that's the same thing. I think that these situations more often than not are excruciatingly difficult for people to wrestle with, not just his daughter, but we just have to be more open-minded, I think, and just appreciate the fact that every human being is a human being, no matter what they decide to do.
Right.
Because it really doesn't affect you all that goddamn much in the end, except your predetermined ideas about sexuality and life and all that. And, that falls into a lot of different categories. And Elon, and Rob thinks Elon might be just, trying to generate heat on
I mean,
it.
I'm not. I don't think he. I hope he is, because it's such an inappropriate thing to say about your child. That it's hurtful. It is just plain.
And I've
hurtful.
seen both sides, and I know how it works on both sides. And ultimately, go ahead.
Well, that's where I'm just trying to think of him as a dad. And I know Elon Musk says odd things. Like, his brain doesn't work like everyone else's. So I want to give him a little bit of the benefit where he did say, my son is dead. Hopefully that doesn't mean and it's because it's now his daughter. Hopefully there's still that relationship there.
He didn't say his son is
know.
dead. He said his transgender daughter is dead in his eyes. At least that's the story that I got.
The quote I have says, so my son Xavier is dead, killed by the woke mind virus. So that's where I wonder if it's a little bit of
out of context.
Both sides, out of context.
I agree with you if that's the quote,
and
I'm being sold a different story here, and that's not what. Give your quote, which is if that's the accurate quote, I want to go on record and make sure it's out there.
Yeah. So the words in quotation is, so my son Xavier is dead, killed by the woke mind virus.
See,
I was essentially
but I still think when you say dead, what's that?
And then he goes on and says, I was told he would commit suicide if he didn't sign those papers. And that Musk's anger is that the doctors didn't explain to him how the puberty blockers would work at that point.
Well, it's not on the child to explain to a father what they're signing. I think that anytime you say a child in any form is dead to you is wrong. I can't see it being right.
Yeah, and
maybe it's me.
This is difficult.
It is.
This is sensitive. This is still new for a lot of people.
That's the biggest problem. No one understands it.
I think
It's
that
new.
we have to, and don't you? And we can all agree on we have to continue to gain greater understanding. And the fact of the matter is, there are plenty of examples of kids taking their own lives when they're wrestling with these issues because they feel as though they are going to be rejected. And can you reject anyone anymore by saying that this person is dead or that person's dead, killed by a woke mind virus, using that right-wing speak to do that? I don't know what Elon's up to, but it's not cool in my eyes. And I've seen it on both sides. I've seen a kid embraced and supported and very happy. And I've seen a kid that's rejected in that way. Now, I don't know what I don't like the fact that they take the quote out of context like they did with me, and Josh gave us the correct quote.
Right.
But, it's so complicated. And
I know there's
think that,
a lot of parents struggling with this. So to try to make it a political issue doesn't seem right when it's something really going on personally with a lot of families.
But ultimately, the parents don't matter. The kid matters. The person that is dealing with it matters. I really believe that. If their parents struggling with it, tough tease. Sorry, I have to say that. You accept your child. You love your child. That's what you're there for. You're there to keep them alive and prepare them for the world as best you can.
Sort of
I know
the
it
deal
sounds,
you enter into.
but I'm
It's
also not lining up with puberty blockers and all of that. I'm not, because I don't know enough about it. And I think that there is a certain age where your brain fully develops. And if it's not fully developed, that can be a struggle, Josh. And I believe that
totally.
with all my heart. I really do. I don't know what the hell I would do if my 11-year-old started talking about that issue. It's not cut and dry, but I would certainly try to remove the politics out of it as well.
No, no one's prepared for that, and it's always child.
Yeah, but the child, someone who's over the age of 18, it's a different story. I don't care. It's a different story. Your child is old enough to go fight in a war, and it's.
But when you have a kid, you're making a contract, kind of with life, that you're going to support that child. That's your job.
Right.
And although you're not legally supposed or required to do it after age 18, it goes on for the entire life of the relationship of supporting your child. And this, to me, this is just me speaking. This is criminal that you could shut a child out of your life like that.
You want to go
unhealthy for you
to
both.
a cinematic, dramatic portrayal of it? Check out Greg Kinnear as the gay artist in As Good as It Gets. And he talks about his father kicking him out of the house.
Yeah.
Hands him a big wad of sweaty money and says, I never want to see you again.
In 2022, Vivian, his transgender daughter, did file a petition for having nothing to separate herself and told E! News at the time, I don't wish to be related to my biological father in any way, shape, or form.
Why would she do that if he was that hateful?
They don't have a great relationship.
Yeah, and probably, who knows what the reasons are for that. So judge not, lest ye be judged.
I'd be bitter
for
if
the
someone
daughter.
called me Vivian.
Or if somebody called me dead. That'll
true.
get you every time. Let's lighten it up a little bit. The world was a simpler place before we met Tuah girl.
Oh, I love her.
She must be so proud. Haley Welch is her name. It seemed like we were all innocent before she told us to spit on that thing.
Let's go to the tape, Mike.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
In the weeks after her sudden rise to fame, she was inundated by press and Hollywood agencies and even fetched big dollars for appearance fees. But was Tuah her only material? And is her 15 seconds already over? She was brought out for the Rock the South Festival to announce Warren Zeters and Jelly Roll. And I hope I pronounced that correctly. I don't know.
Yes, Mike,
that
it is
artist.
Jelly Roll.
No, Zeters.
Oh, okay.
Or Zaters. I don't know. There was a deafening silence after she spoke.
Ooh.
It was so awkward that another lady took the mic and said, okay, let's give it up for Haley. To which the crowd got even more quiet.
Oof.
Yikes.
Tough.
And the comments on the post didn't hold back either. Some of the best were, I just got a secondhand embarrassment so bad. She was June. This is July. Time's up. And the crowd went mild. Although although they can make fun of her all they want, but she started a new Instagram account less than a month ago and already has 1.9 million followers who
Mike,
love oral sex.
You'll be surprised that I follow Haley on Instagram, and I went and checked out one of her most recent tapes. What do you call them? Tapes, posts? And this is Haley to the big city. She's gone to New York, and I had a revelation while I was watching this, but this is what she put up, okay?
My first time in New York, and I have a list of food I'm dying to try today. A slice of Joe's Pizza, Cat's Pastrami, chopped cheese from Bodega, and then we're gonna go to a hot dog stand. I'm very excited about the hot dog. Let's go! 2 slices is huge. Look at it, look how big it is. That's really good. You can tell like the tomato sauce is like really fresh. You gotta get the cheese just right. I guess I was turning
Really
that up
light,
pretty damn
really
good.
fresh.
Best pizza I've
All right.
Hey,
My
all right, can I give you my take on her? She said something silly. She was joking with one of her friends. It exploded because we are a repressed sexual nation, which we are, and we see something like this and we go crazy over it because, oh, she said spit up that time, oh my God, and people went nuts, and now she's turning it into a little fame, and she's still doing I'm just out there having fun and being silly and doing silly stuff. That's the way I look at it.
Unfortunately, the problem with this post and all of the posts on her Instagram is that I don't know if it was exceptional lighting in Nashville that night. She's not quite as pretty as we thought.
I don't know if pretty had anything to do with it, you
I thought
perv.
she was, no, I think she was quite attractive in that original video, and now it's not there for me anymore.
Why do you think Rob followed her, Josh? Why do you think he did?
That's the same reason he's played the clip 4 times a week.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that
He's
thing.
like everybody out there, just a little too
Mike,
horny. There you go.
I am America.
Now a little something. We've got a final here. 26-year-old woman in Florida. Her name was Molly Hogan. That's an Irish name. Molly Hogan.
Molly
there was
Hogan.
Molly Hogan. She was arrested Sunday night after attacking her fiancé during a heated argument over a prenup. The groom-to-be told the police that Molly grabbed him around the head and struck him on the chest, torso, back, and legs, causing multiple physical injuries. His brother was also there, and Molly bit him on the arms when he tried to break it up. Alcohol was involved.
What?
The wedding was supposed to be this Saturday. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
A little late in the game for the prenup discussion. It's unclear if they've called it off. Their wedding registry is still online. Well, they probably didn't get around to changing it. There is one small problem, though. An active restraining order, if you're going to have the wedding, that normally doesn't work.
Yeah.
Molly was arrested for battery, booked and released, but a judge ordered her to have no contact with her prospective future husband or brother-in-law. Well, I heard the Tuah girl might be on the market. Rob would know that. He follows her religiously.
If there is a restraining order, you just have to make sure the altar of the church is at least 50 yards wide.
There you go. Over here. I'm over here now.
I do.
Let's talk about vacations. Rob and vacation plans. Apparently there's trouble in Spiewak land.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that when we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa, 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 whoa. Folks, the time is now. TMOS is returning to Las Vegas for our grand reunion weekend, Saturday, November 9th. Come be a part of a live poolside taping of your favorite podcast. That's right, that's us. We're doing the podcast on the elegant rooftop citrus deck of the downtown Grand Hotel. Book your rooms now so you don't miss any of the fun. It's a full-scale hotel takeover. Take the whole weekend. Be a part of our exclusive slots and blackjack tournaments, the ladies of TMOS brunch, special discounted hotel rates, limited edition swag, plus surprises and a bed check. That's right, I'll check everybody's room. I'll walk right up and down that. No, I won't. A whole lot more. Find Rob on the property. He will give you a piece of hard candy. That's actually true.
I have it right here, Mike. Look.
Find Josh and get an Earl Weaver action figure. That is a lie. You have to discern what is the lie and what is not. Find me and get a carton of smokes. No, some restrictions apply. Grab your tickets and more info at MikeO'MaraShow.com. This is a great November activity. Get your tickets now.
Come on
Get
out.
your arrangements now. Come out to the downtown Grand. No better way to reunite with your TMOS family and to join a new family. You want to come out and meet everybody. Everybody's fun out there. No better place to do it than the downtown Grand or the downtown Grand.
Right.
Join us as we take it over the weekend of November 9th. We can't wait to see you. All right. Well, it's been a very busy day on the
has.
show today. A lot
Everything's
going on.
sticky. Yeah.
Everything's very, very sticky. Rob Spiewak, you said you've got a getaway not next week, but the week after.
The following week. Yeah.
The following week.
It's been a long time since we've done an organized vacation from this show where we each take a week and we sort of leapfrog it. And I have no responsibilities for that week. And I got down to thinking, what am I going to do? And I don't have anything to do. My wife will be working. My son is working. My daughter's in Richmond working. So I'll be on my own for like a week. And I don't know what to do. And I mean, I thought, well, I could go down and see Julia.
When did you pick? I thought you specifically picked dates out for that reason.
I picked
that your
a date.
wife would be. Your wife is.
Yeah, but the thing is that that's a week after summer school ends, but she's got other gigs lined up, so she can't go away and do stuff.
What, like stand up?
Yeah.
You said she's got other gigs lined up. She's
Yeah,
not
Mike,
going back to school yet, right?
It's a specialty act she does. Have you remember Grinder Girl on Letterman? She puts on a stainless steel vest and uses a grinder to make
All right,
sparks.
this is Josh where we're going to have to dig a little bit and get to the.
Well, no, you're the
inner
one that
cookie.
brought it. No, she has got pet sitting and nannying that she's doing that week, and she is booked, and that's great. But it leaves me alone, and I'm thinking I could go to King's Dominion for a day. I could go to Busch Gardens for a day. But you know
That's
what?
unique.
Well, Mike,
But you've
you're
got the
tired
whole
of
week.
it. Yeah, I've got the.
You could go for a week.
A whole week at Busch Gardens.
Now,
I've
Mike,
never.
we could get Carrie's view on this on Saturday.
Yeah,
the cocktail
exactly.
hour.
That's true. She'll be joining us on the cocktail hour.
Did not. We originally were planning a really, really exclusive to us trip because we've never been there before. That's the wrong word. I'm sorry. We were excited because we were going to go overseas.
Yeah.
And between getting ripped off on car repairs and my son's overpriced camp experience, we couldn't do that. And so now we're postponing it. Hopefully next summer we'll be able to do something like that. So it sucked. And quite often what Rob's talking about is it comes down to finances where somebody's got to be out there slaying the dragon.
Right.
And I think we're not alone when you talk about plenty of Americans out there that just aren't able to do it.
For example,
you see it the way it's covered. You think everybody's out there, taking the only people that can afford to do that, are people and get on a plane and go somewhere. You either have to save up in advance,
right,
or you have to have a big family thing like Josh is doing, where you got the whole fam under the same roof.
My wife and I are both working our entire time here.
Because you're working when you're there, and that's why you're able to do it. And unfortunately, but it does require planning. I'll ask Josh first.
Okay.
How long in advance did you plan your trip to the Outer Banks?
Well, that's a tricky question. It took months, but we didn't settle on the actual dates until a lot closer. But that's not fair because.
But you knew where you were headed. Yeah.
We knew where we were heading, and this is my parents' house, so we knew we were coming for a few weeks in the summer. We just
so
didn't
because
know
it's
exactly
their
when.
house, you had it kind of wide open. You could do that, right?
And we had to deal with more of split families and children going back and forth and balance all that.
Got it. And Rob, you didn't know your dates until like 3 months ago, right?
If that, 3 months is a good guess. And here, like, for example, when we planned this, it was thought that my dad would be at his place on the Eastern Shore. And I've not seen my dad in over a year. We talk all the time, but I haven't seen him. And so I was going to drive down and at least spend a few days with him and visit.
Can you go there when he's not there?
See, that's something I can do. But you see, he's dealing with a couple doctor things that he needs to stay in Miami during the week.
Yeah, but now, you can go by yourself.
Yeah, but I looked into flying to Miami just for a few days. That was not.
Him?
Yeah, that's not financially feasible at this time.
How about
it would be
flying
great.
to Fort Myers?
They
come and visit me.
They've actually canceled that route. There's no way to fly from Washington D.C. to Fort Myers anymore.
Have you entertained the idea of getting in a car and driving down to that place by yourself? It's empty, right?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think it would be a great favor to my dad because he hasn't been there in months and months.
Could you
months.
take your son maybe and go down?
If
there?
we balanced it, yeah. And there's some stuff I think that might be the thing I'm going to do. But Also, if I go down to the Eastern Shore and come up the other way through Norfolk, I can also visit Julia on the way back. So maybe I'll just get out and drive and get away from what I
think
do.
that's a great idea. And I think that, in our case, that's what we did. We took a few days after dropping my kid off at a camp and went up the road a little bit. And, I think a lot of people probably feel the same way you and I feel, where when you get a little downtime, you want to get out of the rut. You want to get out of the norm. That's why vacations exist anyway.
We do the same things all the time. And even when we're not doing the things that are relevant to work, they are relevant to work because they feed the show. And that's why it's so important to get out of, the rut of doing what you do. So I love my car. I don't mind driving. I think I might take a long loop down through Virginia and do that. But it remains to be seen. I got to see what my son's schedule is.
Would you be able to get your son to come with you?
Yeah, I think so. If we timed it around his work schedule.
Great time to go golfing. Go play some golf with Robert.
He did want me to go out with him one time, and I think that would be fun to go do that. So we could do that.
Do you really think it would be fun?
I think it would be fun for him.
You don't want to do it.
No, I would love it. I would do anything.
Yourself.
I would,
but you wouldn't.
And congratulations on that.
You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't do it with any joy. That's why you haven't done it already.
But I would have the joy of being with him and something that he likes.
At what point do you hang out in the cart and just cheer him on?
Oh, you're not allowed to cheer. You have to be quiet. But I would give him thumbs up. I would give him a double thumbs up. Let's see if I can get the fireworks. Hold on.
I mean, say you take this hole. I'm going to sit this one out.
No, I think I would play. I'm not saying I would play 18, but I would go out and shoot.
You said that like a month ago.
What?
Well, yeah, you said you were going to do golf and the tattoo. We can get them both taken care of.
Oh, that was the other thing, is if I was going down.
He's really working you over today, Rob.
Who cares? Everyone's got a task, Mike. If I were to go see Julia, the tattoo did cross my mind. Because, Richmond is one of the most tattooed cities in America. So I don't know how it's going to fall out. It's just my initial
Let me tell you how successful people do it.
Okay.
Right? Successful people, not myself.
Right.
People I observe. Family members that I observe.
All right.
The difference between the people who are always organized and have stuff to do, and then there are people that fly by the seat of their pants, like you and me. We work that way. We live that way. I'm not happy with being like that. I'm really not. But I look at people that literally plan 1 year in advance what they're going to be doing, where they're going to be doing. They organize it. They do all this. And they are usually very successful people. Planning is usually part of the equation. And then the F-offs like you and me are like, I know what I want to do, an hour and a half before you're going away.
But
that's the way it is, and it sucks.
If you plan a vacation that intensely, it ruins the vacation.
You can't do it in the modern world without kind of laying it out there, figuring it out where you're going to go. Because and it's but I've observed it. I see the people that that know a year. Oh, I can't. You'll ask them, are you going to be around Thanksgiving? Oh, well, we just come back from, and it's all laid out. I'm talking about my sister who has it all laid out. Now, does she have more means than I do? Yeah, she does. That helps too.
Yeah,
that helps too. But it's kind of the way that works. People
and you know
that
what?
are
I've come from a family that never did that. They didn't do vacations. They took downtime, but they didn't plan stuff years in advance or a year.
There are people that do. Why do you think that Airbnbs and hotels get booked a year in advance? Because people want to do they plan it. You have to in order to be really successful in that world. You got to plan it. What's that, Josh?
The excitement and the countdown to.
Yep.
Counting down to that trip in a year. My wife keeps asking me now because she wants to go on a cruise next June. And to me, June is an eternity away.
Yeah.
I don't plan that far ahead of time. And she wants it all worked out and details settled down now.
Yeah.
I want to go on a cruise in the middle of hurricane season. So like in
Well,
the
this
end
is-
of August, beginning of September, so that I can be like that viral video that I saw where the water comes literally over the cabin and he's underwater for a short period. Nothing would
fun.
terrify me more. It would
It's
be
fun.
horrible. But that's how it works. You plan. And
All right, well, I've actually
you've
made
planned
one-
trips before. You've done that before.
I've made one plan. On the Wednesday of my vacation, I will be on the cruise ship Dandy. And
Well, good luck with that. I hope you do well. I hope you do well.
No,
with
I will
your-
keep you updated.
your
And you know what?
plans.
I'm
No, you don't
open-
need to do that.
I'm open to suggestions from the listeners. If they want to tell me what to do, let me know. But it'll be me by myself.
What are they
maybe
going to
myself.
tell you?
They'll tell me to go to hell.
No, what are they going to tell you? You don't.
Maybe
seem to
they
have
know
any-
something that I don't know. I live
would
a
tell you-
sheltered, small life.
I will give you. You do run. I would tell you one thing. GOOTH. Get out of the house.
Well, yeah, you can do that. Sure.
Get
you
out
seen-
of the house.
Have you seen there's a trend now where you pay a travel agency for your trip and you give them a few $1,000s and you do not know where you're going until you show up to the airport and open up the envelope to find out where you're going?
That would scare the crap out
Yeah,
of
that
me.
sounds that literally sounds
I
like
don't
hell
like
on
it
earth.
either.
You know, because I would get to the airport and I'm like, oh, Beirut. Anyway, that wouldn't be fun
And Mike,
for me at
what
all.
can you do on your second trip to Beirut that you didn't do on your
Yeah,
first?
That's the same place that's the same place they sent me last year. They must have a special bargain. Beirut 2 years in a row. I'm not using that travel agency anymore.
Such small portions.
All right, we'll take a break and a few words about our current situation when we come back on the Mike O'Barry Show. Oh, she didn't give it to me. Oh, normally
What's the
Carla's
matter? What's
so
the matter?
wonderful, and she brings me my magic mind. It's in the refrigerator. I'll have it after the show. In a world filled with distractions, finding focus can feel like an impossible task. Introducing a wonderful product that we love, Magic Mind. It's the mental performance shot that's revolutionizing productivity with mushroom nootropics, adaptogens, and essential vitamins. Magic Mind helps you stay focused, clear, and productive while reducing stress. What sets Magic Mind apart? It's backed by over 200 scientific studies and was developed over 10 years. Magic Mind is crafted with precision and care with organic ingredients, time-released caffeine, and stress-reducing herbs. It's the key to unlocking your full potential. Plus, with a risk-free guarantee, it's never been easier to experience the magic for yourself. Unlock your full potential with Magic Mind. Right now, there's a limited time offer that gets you up to 48% off your first subscription or 20% off one-time purchases with code TMOS at checkout. Claim it at magicmind.com/TMOS. I'm going to say this. I'm just throwing it out there, but I'm in the shower this morning and my mind is racing as I'm thinking about the fact that Kamala Harris is going to be the nominee for the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all I want to say about where we have been and where we may be going. No guarantees.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this country has a disease, and Kamala might be the treatment that we require. Just want to
Expand
lay
on
that out
that,
there.
please.
I don't necessarily know if I want to expand on it, but I think that really there is.
You're the worst doctor ever. You tell me I have
There
a disease
has
and you
been-
don't tell me what it is.
All right, Rob. Well, I want to talk in code because I don't want to overtly piss people off.
No,
But
let's
you hear a
covertly
lot-
piss them
All right,
off.
when I watch a certain group of people talking about she got her position because it was a diversity equality hire, and nothing could be further from the truth. It's BS. It's been BS. You don't get to. You talk about earned. I mean, why? If you think it's so goddamn, handed to her, why don't you go out and just try one thing? Try to pass the bar. Just go ahead. Just try to pass the bar and become an attorney. All right. Just imagine, if you will, getting through law school. If you've never been, think about that and think about, law school, a prestigious law school in the country. Howard University, I think, was her law school. Not an easy law school. And isn't that? And you know what the racists would say? Isn't it a black school? I'm so amazed that they have gone there already with her.
They were ready.
Slept her way to the top. Really? So I guess she was not elected Attorney General of the state of California. I guess she was not the district attorney. I guess she was not a United States senator. I don't mind if you're going to argue about policies that she has. But this personal attack stuff, you go ahead, guys. Bring it. Bring it on her. And I hope that she is at least part of the cure to tamp down this overt BS that we have normalized on one side of this country. Because it's crap. It's crap. Policy, 100%. Border issues, 100%. Taxes and giving away money when we shouldn't give it away. Entitlements, bring it. Bring it. Policy, policy, policy. But if you're going to talk to me about that and immediately go there because you need to personally attack someone and you have to do it in that veiled racist way that you do, F you and shut the hell up. And maybe she will tamp this down enough where it goes away for a longer period of time. I don't think you'll ever get rid of it.
No,
I don't think you'll ever get rid of it.
They had to go that way because it was a sudden change, and they can't attack age anymore. They had to find something personal to attack.
I mean, really, when you talk about not earned, if you will, and I will, imagine going into a courtroom and prosecuting a trial.
Yeah.
The level of preparation required for that, the level of intelligence required for that, the level of skill required for that. Wow. And you're just going to throw that all away. Yeah, you are, because it doesn't fit your neat little bigoted narrative that this is a black woman who got everything she got because she's black. F that. It's a lie. It's not true. Everybody gets opportunities to further themselves and takes advantage of as many things they possibly can to move along if they can. But, they're not going to hand you a law degree. They're not going to do that. It doesn't work that way. They're not going to hand you a case and say, this is a sex offender. Prosecute this. And, by the way, we're not going to use the best lawyer in the room. We're going to use this person because she's a woman of color. Shut up.
Mike, all those scenarios that you lay out,
off.
all those personal attack scenarios that you lay out, they have one thing in common. That's a lie.
That's a lie. I just needed to get that off my chest.
Good for you.
And I feel strangely optimistic that maybe we can get this normalization,
I feel that if we get this under control, the Red Sox will win the World Series.
No, that ain't. Hey, Josh, how's your team doing after the All-Star break?
2-2.
0-4. Red Sox. Yeah, way to go.
Don't take time to look up our injury from yesterday.
Oh, really? What happened?
Mateo's arm basically looks like it just snapped in half.
Oh, another one of those things. Oh, that's the worst injury. Oh, my God. Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and Sorry Cal burned himself on his soup. It's been
Josh and I are
day.
saying the same thing. Looks like Yankees again.
That's
now
fun.
Now you can truly be your best. Thanks to DermGlowSkin.com. They make it so easy. And I didn't even get a chance to talk about tomorrow. I want to talk about my wife who did her schmooze day.
Yeah,
and we
great.
never got to it today. I just
Surprised
the show.
everyone.
She sure did. The show has gotten away from me, and later on we're gonna maybe at the cocktail hour sometime. Josh's dad's gonna come on the show too. It's a family affair. Thanks to DermGlowSkin.com. They make it easy. Just complete the questionnaire. You schedule a call to talk with a medical provider for approval, and the pharmacist fills your prescription, and it's delivered to your door. Boom. One injection once a week. Get ready to lose 21 to 26% of your weight, along with improving your blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. It's FDA approved, and the results are real. DermGlowSkin.com offers semaglutide and tirzepatide for weight loss, in addition to NAD+, vitamin B12, sermorelin, and PT141. So, whether you crave a sexual boost, a cognitive boost, or reduced inflammation, DermGlowSkin.com has got you covered. Get it shipped to your door. Get excited and get skinny for Las Vegas. Get excited. Feel like yourself again. Stop the food noise and start your weight loss journey today. DermGlowSkin.com. Take it away, Rob Spiewak.
Hello.
Listen to all that food noise.
Food noise.
Hello.
You know what? I just before you start, doesn't Josh's background look vacation-y?
It
I'm
does.
jealous every time I look at it. It looks like someplace I want to be.
Yeah.
It really does.
I would think, are there board games there? I would just guess that you have board games there.
Yeah, I think the games are all out on the dining room table right now, though.
Yeah.
Been playing
Board
a lot
games
of
are fun. I like them.
I love it.
Mike.
I'm in Florida where it's 98. Yeah. All right, go ahead. All right.
We are a stupid people.
Yes,
I
we
will
are.
say this. I think it's wonderful that people are using virtual reality or VR headsets and they're making worlds in their home. I've tried a VR headset. I didn't like it. I
Right.
was
I have
scared to
one.
move around. You do?
Yes.
Okay. I don't like them, but I feel that
Why don't you like them?
because it gave me a weird feeling in my stomach. It's like
It made you nauseous.
Yeah, because it's a weird sensation, and also I was afraid to walk because I didn't know where I was headed.
There's a video Carla put out of me having my sons on, and I like smash into the window. I almost like broke a window.
Mike, you're the part of the problem then, because it's a growing trend. Virtual reality injuries.
But before you immerse yourself in
This
an
guy.
action-packed game, make sure to give yourself some space. They're cringe-worthy videos we see more often these days. Someone getting hurt playing a game with a virtual reality headset on, sometimes ending up in the hospital, in this case, the Stanford ER.
Yeah.
Basically accidentally punched the wall while playing a VR game. They didn't see the wall was there in front of them. They were, lashing out at something. They hit the wall with their hand and broke one of the bones in their hand.
Visiting another world and forgetting where they really are.
You're isolated. You basically transform to another universe.
Sometimes forgetting where their TV is, or end table, or even another person's stand.
I did that. It totally makes sense. It happens. You
gotta be careful.
Like in a gymnasium to make
Yeah,
this work.
you do. You do. All right, Mike, I know. So be careful with your VR headset, Josh. We don't want you to jump into the television. Or the end table. Mike, you had a rather underwhelming trip to Yellowstone National Park, as I recall.
I thought that it was fine, but it was just like taking Mother Nature and turning it into a theme park. And I didn't get to that.
Did you attend Biscuit Basin?
I did not get there. I didn't get to the Prismatic, and I did not get to Biscuit Basin.
You may ask yourself, why do they call it Biscuit Basin? Well, originally when discovered, there were mineral deposits all around it that looked like biscuits, but they've blown away. So they're not there anymore. But the name remains Biscuit Basin. And there was a rather large explosion underground at Biscuit Basin yesterday.
Really?
No one was injured, but almost all of the wooden boardwalk was destroyed. And Biscuit Basin is now closed for the time being. Look at
that scares me. Oh, my God.
Shit! Run, run, run! Run! Run!
I'd be out of my mind.
Look at that.
Run, 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 run!
It's like a disaster film.
Yeah, I love the fact that she's
really
running and filming,
is.
though.
Can you start that from the beginning again, please?
Yeah, they
Because
didn't
you
get the
clipped it
initial.
off. You could-
Well, no, they clipped it off. That's
Okay.
when they started the camera.
All right.
But let's go live to Biscuit Basin right now.
I'd be out of
Shit!
my
Run,
mind.
run, run! Run! Run!
Terrifying.
Yeah,
I mean, that whole thing's a volcano.
you don't mess with
Yellowstone
that.
Park.
You don't mess.
No,
with
but
that.
I mean, you've read the articles talking about that thing could go,
At
and
any
that
time.
might be, you never know whether
It's amazing
that,
no one was injured in that.
I can't believe it.
No,
It
but
didn't happen.
5 people lost picnic baskets, though.
Hey, Mr. Ranger.
Mike, we have heard about people traveling to Hungary to get cosmetic procedures done, whether it be hair replacement or teeth veneers or anything like that. Hungary seems the place to go. However, if you're a young bride that want to get your breasts done before your wedding and you go to Hungary, be careful. Because this lady got I don't even know how to phrase it. Her incisions became infected during her breast job.
I get it.
And her nipple is falling off.
Story short, this has nothing to do with the hospital that I went to. This has nothing
Did
to
she
do
do a
with,
filter?
Like,
Yeah,
being
there's
in
a
Turkey.
filter.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
my body just rejected the new nipple that I was given. So it got infected, and now because it's infected, it's falling off.
Oh.
I'm not even being dramatic. Like, look, it's already bleeding through.
It's bleeding through the bandage.
Oh my God.
So,
oh my
what
God.
have I always said? Like, buy American.
Let me ask what the guy mowing the lawn thinks of it. Hey, what do you think of that? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Mike,
He
the
might
guy
cut
who's
his
mowing the
nipple off,
lawn
too.
had this to say. He said,
Fluffy
So,
my
what do you think?
Look at that.
How you doing?
We're going to make a fluffy cocoa.
A beautifully isolated sound studio here.
So-
That happens, you know?
my father, even though some of my childhood he was an absent father, he never embarrassed me. He's always a cool dad, and I love that about him. He was awesome. Then there's this guy who went to Texas Roadhouse. He's the ultimate cheapskate. If my father did this, I'd be miserable. This is his hack to feed his family cheaply. And you've gone to Texas Roadhouse.
I got one right across the street down
Mike, the pulled pork barbecue sandwich is huge.
Two of the cheap family meal tricks. Texas Roadhouse, get the pulled pork sandwich. This thing's giant. You have all these free rolls. So, for all these starving little kids, you take pulled
What a
pork
brood.
Yeah, do it for fun once in a while.
and you make mini pulled pork sandwiches. There's one, there's two.
He's using the free rolls
Three,
to
four.
distribute the pork from one sandwich.
And the older kids want two? Okay, we'll get 6. There's a second, and there's still a full pulled
I'm
pork
not mad
sandwich.
at him.
I think it's
I
brilliant.
also just got a
He
side
got
fry,
bonus
so-
fries,
$12.49 for the pulled pork sandwich.
and his entire bill for a family of 5 is $17.
Amen with inflation. God, I applaud that man.
You don't find it just a trifle embarrassing?
No, I think
No.
it's that he's putting it on video might be a little off-putting to the kids, but you know what? Overall, what a great hack. First of all, we all of us who have kids know the drill of the kid ordering the entree where they eat a thimble full of food and then they leave a whole plate. I relate to that. That's fantastic in my mind.
Can we have more free rolls, please?
Yes, sir. Bring them over. Absolutely.
Let's close with this. This poor lady, nothing's going right for her. She'll explain it, but, I guess comfort food is something good when you're having a bad day. So she called California Pizza Kitchen and ordered a big old bowl of mac and cheese. Mike, what could possibly go wrong?
Having the worst week of my life. I'm injured. My boyfriend and I broke up. So I ordered mac and cheese from California Pizza Kitchen, and they just sent me cheese. Just cheese. No mac. There's no noodles. There's none. Look, the bag is empty. There's just some bread.
So all she got was cheese. California Pizza Kitchen gave her free mac and cheese for a year.
Oh,
so good for her. And Mike, she'll never have a bowel movement again. Ever.
There you go. Good. She can go to the same colon doctor I go to. We got to get out of here. We will be back with a brand new episode tomorrow. Thank you. Tickets for our live show the weekend of November 9th in Las Vegas, Nevada are still on sale, and you can get yourself extended hotel rooms at the Downtown Grand. Also, you can make a week of it if you want. We'll love to see you out there, and Rob will be handing out hard candy when you get into the lobby. We're going to make Rob stay in the lobby all day long.
I'm going to wear a proper Bellman's outfit, and I just got a hot text from my son. Dad, what the hell is Project Coconut? You need to watch today's show to understand.
Very good. We'll see you tomorrow. For Josh Soroka and Rob Spiewak, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
I'll see you later, everybody.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Here's Johnny. The rent stays like a bubble.